Welcome back to Nature's Underground. I'm Natureboy 3000. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't wait to get into today's video. We got a good one for you. Let's get right into it. So here are the 3 unexpected ways that women will begin to fall in love with you once you decide to go on long streaks of nofap or long streaks of retention. Number 1, any man who goes on retention for any substantial amount of time will find that it's very, very easy to stop caring. It's something that naturally occurs to men who are on nofap, is you just stop caring. And the reason why women find this so attractive when you do it, someone that doesn't care and doesn't take offense to all the small things in this world, because there's plenty of small minds and small criticisms and small voices that can get to you if you care too much, right? It's a lot. If you listen to everybody's feedback, if you listen to everybody's criticisms, it's way too much. And you need to silence that noise. And one of the best ways to silence it permanently is with nofap. Women, they deal with men a lot, all sorts of men, right? All types of men all day long, at school, at work, hell, even in their own households. They're dealing with some type of man in their life, right? And you have to think of it like this. Most men are not on retention. Most men are not doing nofap, right? Like 90% of men are not. That's just a fact, right? That they don't have the discipline for it or the focus. These men, they are desperate. These men who are not on nofap, these men who are basically coomers, they're just looking for approval and validation, especially when they're around attractive women, right? When they're around attractive women, they change up, right? They could be with their friends and they're having a good time, but the second an attractive woman is around, right? You may find this in yourself, you start acting differently, right? You start not having as much fun. You start thinking about things too much, right? Let's say just attractive girl has entered your friend group. All of a sudden you guys are having a great time. Now everybody's energy has changed. Now everybody's energy is like, who's gonna get the girl? Who's gonna say the funny thing? And you're all putting unnecessary and unneeded pressure on yourself. And if anything, it's turning that girl off, because she can sense right from the jump, as soon as she entered the room, your energy shifted, you changed, and you started caring too damn much. That's the underlying problem, is you're caring too much. You're dependent on an outcome. You're dependent on something and you really want it to happen. You know, that's a sign of lack. It's a sign of scarcity. It's a sign of someone who's not in abundance and someone who's desperate for a particular outcome, that outcome being you having an outcome with her. This is really bottom of the food chain type behavior. She can smell that out, sniff that out, and it turns her off, dude. So to contrast that, when you're someone who is honoring the practice of something like retention and you're cultivating the seed within your body, you'll find that it's really, really, really easy to be yourself, right? And there's a reason why I'm always hitting on that point. Be yourself, be yourself. It's because it's not that easy to do. It's this stereotypical advice that's always dished out like a freebie all the time. Here, just be yourself and go on your way. It's like, no, it's actually very difficult. It takes time to become yourself, right? You actually have to meditate to get there. You have to do some introspection. You have to let go of traumas. You have to come back to your center and speak from that place. Because when you speak from that place, everybody resonates with it. Everybody connects with it, including women. And they can sense that you're speaking from your center. You're not speaking from this place to get her, right? You're not speaking from this place that I want you, so I'm changing up everything within myself just so that I sound cool when you're around. That's beta behavior. It's the men who are on nofap who have enough aggression in their body to be rebellious enough to challenge, why would I wear a mask for you? That's what you always need to be constantly asking yourself around women, around attractive women, around your friends, around strangers. Who are you for me to wear a mask? Because I struggle with this myself. I would just want to wear a mask all the time. you know? I would want to just look cool. I would want to say the right thing. I want to do the right thing. I don't want to look silly. I don't want to sound stupid. I don't want people to judge me or criticize me. Like 80% of the battle was just getting on retention. Because once you're on semen retention, you have this fortified body and mind that can withstand feedback and criticism like no other thing, especially in the face of rejection, right? Because men, we're put in this life to succeed, but before we succeed, oftentimes we're rejected. So you have to be able to fortify yourself like a blade. And retention is just a tool in your arsenal that allows you to take those shots on the chin and then still be in the fight, still keep moving forward, and do it with a smile. Women can sense that you don't care, which is exactly why they love you, because they care a lot. Right? Women are very vain. Women are very always thinking about their looks because they kind of have to be, right? They're in that side of the marketplace where it's kind of like that's the exchange, right? They're always trying to say, look at me, look at how beautiful of a flower I am. Of course the flower is getting judged. Of course the flower cares about feedback because the flower wants to be the most beautiful flower it can be. So it's going to have a big ego, right? Women have a lot of ego, but that doesn't look very good if the sun on the other end, which radiates the flower with its warmth, is going, am I being a good sun? Are my warm rays, are they warm enough down there? Are you getting enough sunlight? Do you want me to move like closer to the equator for you? It's like, no, you're the sun. Remember who you are. You radiate warmth. People are going to love you when you're being yourself. I'm the sun. I am the sun, right? The sun, bro. When you're the sun, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to talk people into liking you because you're the sun. People need you. People love you because you're the sun. You realize how precious you are, right? Your role in this society as a man. You give the warmth. You give the sustenance. You give life because you are life. So the next reason why women really love you when you're on Nofap, you are going to have a better physical and reproductive fitness, right? You're going to be in better shape all around. Full circle fitness, right? Your inward health is on point and your outward physical health is also strong and vital. These are all signs to women, right? They point at a deeper truth. I see him, he's ripped, he's lean, he's got strong forearms, he's got a strong back, he's got a jaw, he's got shoulders. You're a man with enough excess energy, right? A lot of men are tired. A lot of men are fucking fat, lazy, sloven, just completely lost, right? And their body is a reflection of that. Their body is a reflection of their mindset and their mind state. So they're just obese, right? Or they're becoming obese, or they're chubby, or they're not the specimen of a hunter. A hunter, his conditioning is good. His conditioning is there. He's not afraid to fight. He's not afraid to have to put up energy because he has energy to expend. Most men are tired. Most men are weak. And therefore, they don't have the excess energy in our busy lives to go ahead and do an exercise after their work 9-to-5 job, to go ahead and keep, creating for their business after their 9-to-5 job, after their daily duties are done. It's the guys who are on Nofap who have that abundance of energy to still put in work when everyone else is clocked out. Men who are on Nofap usually have much better physiques than men who are Coomers. When you build up energy like you do on this practice, you've got to transmute it somehow. One of the most readily available ways to transmute energy at all times for us is exercise. It's always there. It's always a challenge, and it's just something that feels really good to do for men on Nofap because you have to guide that energy somewhere. Evolutionarily, I feel like it just comes down to women wanting to feel protected. There's something very safe and secure about men who are in control of their sexual energy. That's rare nowadays, right? Most men are being controlled. He's being told what to do. He's a sheep. But to be, as Jordan Peterson would say, become the monster that is dangerous, but then learning how to control that danger, learning how to control your aggression and how to control being a monster, a controlled monster, that is the ultimate form and the highest peak of being a man. Not naive and innocent anymore, but you have the capacity to do evil things, but you don't. Right? You control that side of yourself. It's in a female's best interest to want protection. If I was a girl, shit, I wouldn't want to be with some soy boy. I wouldn't want to be with someone who I would question my safety and security with, for my children, for my own life. You want to be with someone who has a strong enough energy and a strong enough body that if it ever happened, you could rely on that, you could count on them. And you want to emulate that as a man. That would be in your best interest if you want women to fall in love with you. But there's two sides to this number 2. I mentioned that there is a physical body that attracts women, but there's also a stranger and more mysterious thing going on inside of ourselves. As you build up days on Nofap, something strange begins to happen. And what's so strange is your body will start to do whatever it takes to become attracted to the opposite sex, right? It'll do what it's got to do. It has to make you creative, right? It's like, okay, we have to put out signals and signs and pheromones to the women around here so that they are basically falling in love with me, right? That's what your body is trying to do. It's like, we need to get some women to fall in love with us so that we can procreate and pass on our genes. We're not doing that consciously. It's our body going, hey, let's get this dude with a little bit of a deeper voice. Let's get this guy having more energy so that he can work out, so that he can have a nicer body, thus signaling to all the women around him that he is at his reproductive peak. Yeah, you have to remember, you know, her physiology is designed to receive the seed, right? She's designed to seek out the seed from the best and most potent reproductive male, right? So she's like, yo, this guy right here, all the bells are going off in my head, in my body. She may not even realize that consciously, but subconsciously, the beauty of a woman is she can sniff that out. It's just this crazy ability that women have where they can read energy, but they can also feel the potency of your seed. And I know that sounds crazy, but I really firmly believe that. It's almost like men, right? You can sense when a woman is very open to conceiving, right? Like she's ovulating, she's that time of the month where she's like really, really in heat, right? So it's kind of like you have a similar thing going on where, let's say you haven't released for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Well, you're starting to build up this large aura of energy that radiates to all the women around you that you are the man. You are the one carrying the seed, the mature seed, the seed worth taking, right? The seed worth having. They're always on the lookout for that grass-fed seed, right? They want that organic shit. They want that good source, right? They want free range. They don't want no fucking McDonald's seed, some dude at Walmart type seed. They want that Whole Foods seed, man. They want that good stuff. You know, a lot of men are still basically in that seed planting phase, right? Every time you relapse, you go back to planting the seed. You're like, plant the seed so that it can grow into a beautiful tree. So it's not all the time, it's pretty rare when women find a man who has a full blossom tree with fruit on that motherfucker, right? That's a rare sight to see for a woman. All a woman wants is just some good fruit, man. That's all she wants. She's like, yo, I want some fruit. Can I have some fruit? You got some nectarines? So you can't blame her, right? That's what she's looking for. And that's what also makes her really love men who are on Nofap. Is like, yo, he's got his shit together. He's growing a big tree. I'll take it. Women like a man with fruit. Number 3, you don't back down anymore. A lot of men who are coomers, you back down from everything in your life. Soon as things get hard, what do? You back down. When a woman is making eye contact with you that you like, you back down. When you are faced with a challenge or anything that's going to get you closer to your goals, you back down. This all starts to change. Once you get back in touch with your masculine power, it's easy for you to stay in the fight. You're more ready to combat life. I'm trying to face my goals. I'm trying to face the dragons in my life, but you keep backing down. You keep letting it slip because I'm afraid of rejection, because I'm afraid of failure. I keep backing down. I can't maintain that intensity for too long. When you do Nofap, it puts you back in touch with that which makes you able to contain your power, right? You're able to hold it. Could be talking to a female, could be talking to anyone, could be trying to improve yourself at your job, or trying to do more work, or trying to, as simple as fucking looking people in the eye, right? And you back down from that. But women love men who don't back down. They stand firm in what they believe in. They're not wavering all over the place, scattered, one foot on this side, the other foot on the other, just in the gray area all the time. No, it's a sign of masculine energy to make a decision and to stand by it. You're open to feedback, you're open to change, but you're going, right? Because to not go, to not move forward is not masculine energy. Masculine energy is going a direction. Doesn't matter which way, but it's not gonna stay stuck. When masculine energy stays stuck, that's when it grows nasty. That's when it grows like a cesspool. You've seen masculine energy when it gets stuck and stagnant. It doesn't look pretty. Just look at your friends. Look at the people who are failing at life and the people on the bottom, right? That's not what you want. You just want to take action. You want to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and this is what women like, because this is a man who's going somewhere. This is a man who is going to figure out his purpose and his passion, and he's going to eventually have that fruit that she is after, right? She's after men who have value, men who are useful, and men who are ultimately going places that are going to elevate him and maybe her to places that she would like to go. Nofap is just a beautiful way to get men back in touch with them building something bigger, right? You're not playing small games anymore, nor do you care to play small games, right? Small games actually annoy you after a while when you're on retention. You're just like, how can you still be thinking so small? How can you still be thinking so much with your ego? Don't you realize who we are? We are the sun, and the sun ain't got time for that. That's all I gotta say today. I hope this video found you at the right time. I hope it gave you something you needed to hear. I hope it gave you that kick in the ass you needed. Something, right? That's all I'm trying to do with these videos. It's always a pleasure speaking with you again. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Until then, I am sending you so much peace, so many blessings, so much love, all to you. Have a blessed day. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.